Hello, my name is Maggie, and here we are with the video. I wanted to make a video and I've, been back and forth, like, I want to start this YouTube channel, I want to wait for the right time and da-da-da-da, but honestly, there's never going to be the right time is what I've learned. And well, not that I'm learning, I haven't fully learned that, but it's definitely becoming way more like apparent to me that there really is never the right time, because you never know what's gonna spring up in life or what's gonna happen, how you're gonna feel. Like, you could plan something and then feel a complete different way and not have it the way that you really would like it to go. So things just may pop up and it might not turn out to be the way that you expected it to. And I think for a lot of people, and it's a very well-known problem, is perfectionism and ego, being like, it has to be the best or else no one will like that. And the person who's judging it the most is yourself, ultimately. Like, that's who we can never please, because ego always wants to be better. And ego, like for me, it's compared myself to other people, but not even that, it's compared like different versions of myself to where I'm at now, or the idealistic version of myself in the future that it's trying to project out. And yeah, so this is just me giving it a go, red hot go. Not sure if it's red hot, but I have just been a little bit not through it. I haven't been through it. I'm in a very grateful situation, being that I have moved cities. So I moved cities in Australia from Brizzy to Melbourne, and I'm here for 3 months. And originally this trip was literally meant to be like a month. I was kind of like, maybe I'll just spend like a month here and do like a little working holiday and hang out with my brother, see some friends, make some coffee, make money. And ultimately it was be creative. I wanted to be creative. And then the 1 month, I manifested the law of assumption. This is what we're trying to get at now. I assumed, and it happened. I magically was able to stay here for a month, and that started now. Then it turned into like 2 months. Oh my god, I'm going to stay here for 2 months. And then it has turned into me staying here for 3 months, so until December. And holy guacamole, like, I'm going to be looking after a cat. I'm house sitting in a beautiful house for myself. Yeah, I felt super overwhelmed yesterday, I think, because I only landed here on like last week on Thursday, and straight into it I started working. I had a trial at a place, and then I started working on the Sunday, and then I had work on Tuesday, and yeah, I'm starting another job, and I had a trial today. So it's just been really like trying to get things in line. And I've joined a gym. I'm going to the gym. You girls been cooking all at home, and I think like the whole key of this trip is that, to find balance. I ultimately know what I want to be like. In a way, I wanted to work on myself in terms of building my own routine and really feeling into like how I feel and what I want to do. I was living with my sister and family at the time when I was in Brizzy, and I'm such a family person to the point where it's like, I'm not dependent. Like, obviously I love my family, and everyone is a bit like dependent on their family, but I would seriously just hang out with my family for the rest of my life. Like, I love them. And yeah, so I wanted to get out of my comfort zone, and I knew that I had some growing to do. And growing in terms of, I had habits that, because I was living with family, I slipped up on like not paying rent to my sister, which that's a shitty thing to do. That's a shitty thing to do to someone. I would never do that to a friend. And yeah, so I wasn't doing that. I got into the habit of just being like a kid again, but obviously like a teenager or an adult with less responsibilities. So basically like a teenager. And I'm 25, so wasn't cool. Like, obviously it felt good to, you know, go from living by myself and then coming back home and depending on family and, you know, like having that as my support network. I loved that. But yeah, I just wanted to change things up, and I knew that being in a new place, to an extent, like I've lived here before, but you know, it's been 2 years also since I've been here. And yeah, being in a new space, my family not being here besides my brother, new routine. You know, your girl wants to be a little bit more healthy, and not in like a it girl, or like I'm drinking my green smoothie every morning and having my celery juice. You know, that'd be awesome if I could do that, but for me, like, that's not realistic because I am lazy to juice and I don't have a juicer, so she ain't gonna do that. But you know, I think listening to my body more and feeling more connected, and there are things that are in my diet that don't make me feel very good, so like cutting those out and having full control of like being in my own space and doing my own grocery shopping and having influence to what I feel like eating rather than tagging along with other people. And yeah, I have a fitness coach, Laura, and she is amazing, so supportive. I've started with her doing online coaching, and she's helping me with feeling a bit more connected to my body, which I'm kind of doing that mental side like myself and that connection. But to feel connected with my body, eating better in terms of eating more colorful food and more nutrient dense foods definitely makes me feel a lot more in tune with the way that I feel, which is important because that's how I make my decisions. And if I ate a pizza and, you know, had like a Coke or something, I definitely would probably not be making very right decisions because it'd probably be making me feel pretty whack. So yeah, I think what I would like to do with my 3 months here is like find some balance, save some money obviously, but just really focus on the simple things, which is moving my body, having some routine that makes me feel good, eating colorful food and nutritious food, and making sure that I'm getting the good stuff that I need for my body to feel good and more connected to me. Creatively, I would love to meet new people and connect in that way, and just like network and try and get, you know, photography work here and there. And YouTube's like a big one that I want to do and start posting on YouTube with meals and I don't know, my thoughts. Fashion, like I love my op shopping. Your girl has a Instagram shop called Frilly Store. I'm Frilly. Hello. Yeah, so I have that, and you know, maybe some like styling videos, sustainable fashion, little op shop challenges, which I've had that idea in my head since, you know, it's not a very original idea, but I've had that in my head since like 2018. I remember writing that in my diary, so we're gonna make it happen. But yeah, just trying to not overwhelm myself too much and remember to have some downtime and creatively just do things that make me feel inspired and happy, like whether it's trying different mediums of creative things like painting. I could try like drawing, using fabrics, I don't know, photography, doing different types of photography, or like videos. So yeah, that is where I am at. It feels so much better to like say it out loud, and rather than like inside my head and just kind of not suffering, but like my head has just been like a washing machine of just like churning thoughts of like, oh, that kind of makes me anxious, I'm going really fast, but you know, fight or flight. I've been cortisol shots. I've just been running on fight and flight, and it's really survival mode, and I don't want to do that. Like, I want to break the habits of doing that and look after myself in a way where I can check in, sit down, journal my thoughts, and then find solutions, or just time out to make myself feel better and fill my cup. So yeah, I just want to be the best version of myself, and I think throwing myself in the deep end of just being in discomfort is the best kind of thing that I could have done for myself. So there's no doubt that I've made like the wrong decision, because I've definitely made the right decision. We are all in this together. I feel like there are people out there that could be feeling the same way, and if you are, feel free to message me. I would love to chat and I think with YouTube as well, is how I'm going to end this, is that I want to connect with people. That's what makes me feel good. I love connecting with people, hearing what people think, hearing people's like vulnerable and raw parts of themselves, and obviously like having fun. Like I want to have fun and take things lightly as well. That's the whole point of life too. Like we're here to just have a good time, and obviously learn a lot of other things, but having fun will make it feel a lot better. But yeah, I just want to connect with people and like cultures and just learn, because if I have all of this going on in my head and like I've had my own experiences, other people are going to have so much as well to share. And yeah, I want to have like a safe space to kind of do that with everyone and connect and make people feel like they're not alone, because we're definitely not, and you're not, and I'm not. We're all in this together, and we have each other. So, and we have gluten-free bread and butter, unless you can have bread, and I'm really happy for you. So yeah, but I will talk to you guys soon. This is me, I'm Maggie, and it was so nice speaking to you guys, and I will see you soon.